AE07 Mega CD.
What? No. Let me get this straight, mate. You're telling me you've lost a reviewer. Just lost him.
Yeah, we were doing reviews, right? I blow him up, I put him in the chair, I turn around and go and get the scripts. I come back, Amos, gone.
You tell I can't believe you, man. A whole reviewer?
Just turn me back for a minute.
No, look, this just is not good enough, all right? Look, you're a hard worker, and you're a great guy and all, but, mate, nobody's expendable here at the Zone.
What could I do? It wasn't my fault. What am I supposed to put a lead on him?
Mate! You remember what happened to Tim? Now, all I'm saying is...
I can't say that yet. Sorry.
Oh, we haven't done that?
No. That's in a couple of weeks.
Well, the point is, you know, it can happen to anybody. So, look, man, I'm really sorry, but until you go and find Amos, man...
Don't get cut off about it, man.
You're not welcome.
It's okay.
I'm going to have to put somebody on the door, mate. Don't come back in here until you've got... until I see Amos...
All right, I'm going to go and find him.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna take you to a place you've never been before.
It's a dream.
We're 3 minutes away from...
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good.
31 seconds, and we're
Still looking very good.
Play it. Play it. Play it. Play it.
Play and play good. The very latest information on an amazing film.
Reaching out into other worlds. You gonna dig this?
You are now entering.
Well, as usual, we've got it all for you today on the Zone. We've got cheats, we've got play guides, we've got stuff, we've got reviews, and other seemingly meaningless information. But first up, it's time to get behind the wheel, put the pedal to the metal, and scream around on the latest game to hit the PC. It's called NASCAR, and here to tell us about it, well, it's not going to be Amos, is it?
Earlier, the people at Papyrus brought you the game IndyCar Racing, which in itself was a particularly good game for the car racing enthusiasts amongst us. Well, Papyrus have been at it again, and now they have come up with...
NASCAR, as the name suggests. You race NASCAR style. Now this game isn't Daytona, but just listen to the car sound effects as you take off from the pit on your way to qualifying for the big event.
As in IndyCar, there's heaps of technical mechanic stuff to keep the professional rev head happy, from gear ratios to suspension adjustments, tyre compounds, and the amount of fuel to carry. Every wannabe pit crew chief's dream come true. The replay mode is again one of the best features of the game. Playback and save your races as you go through the championship, or even single races that you drive.
There's heaps of options as well, so you can adjust all aspects of the game. Graphics, sounds, and the controls aren't too bad either. They may seem a little dodgy at first, but trust me, they could be worse. The only problem with the PC game is that you really need the world's fastest computer to run it well. Otherwise, the animation does become jerky, making the game hard to play from a driver's point of view. But other than that, it's great and looks to be the beginning of a series of racing games from Papyrus, 82.
The camera angles are the best yet, with just about every conceivable aspect of NASCAR taken into account. A racing fan's must for Christmas, 85.
From the very beginning of the Zone, there's always been that one thing we love more than anything else. Cheating.
I hate soccer games, but this cheat will actually make FIFA Soccer on the Mega CD fun. So here it is. At the options menu, you can punch in this code to play as the Dream Team. A, B, B, C, C, A, and A. Or select Crazy Ball with C, A, B, C, C, B, A, and C. And now you can go really crazy.
And speaking of cheats, here's a man who has no morals. He's a disgrace to the Zone, and of course, is the only man that could lose an elephant in a tea towel. He's Muttlee, and this is The Buzz.
Oh, cut to me too early, fellas. We're not supposed to go to The Buzz yet. Anyway, since we're here, this is my friend Alfred. Alfred, say hello. Bit lost for words. Probably because he hasn't got a mouth. Anyway, Anyway, I realised that we haven't run a competition last week on The Zone. Here I am, waiting to draw prizes, give things away, and we haven't even run a competition. So I'm going to run one right now. It's for this all-new World of Lemmings game. That's right, it's a new Lemmings game. It's pretty cool. It's for your PC. It's about, well, there's 3 tribes that land on this World of Lemmings. There's the Shadow tribe, the Classic tribe, and the Egyptian tribe. That's right, I remember all 3. That is 3. Yeah, that's 3. It's that counting thing again. And they've landed on the new World of Lemmings, and you can play all of them. Now, to win one of 5 copies, all you have to do is write into us here at The Zone, and we're going to call it the Grommet Comp. Perfect. We're going to call it the Grommet Comp, and write down the 3 tribes that have just landed. And if you didn't hear me before, there's the Shadow tribe, the Classic tribe, and the Egyptian tribe. That's right, I remember all 3. That is 3. Yeah, that's 3. Oi! That's unfair, that's cheating, that's unjust. Well done. I'm proud of you guys. Anyway, last week I told you about the Sega promotional nights that they are running called the If You Can Drink and Drive You're Wrong nights, where you can go into a nightclub and play Daytona. It's strictly for the over 18s people, and this week they're happening at the New Brighton Hotel. That's it. Almost forgot, mate. The New Brighton Hotel, which is in Manly, and they're happening Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights, from memory. Coming up on The Zone, a very interesting thing we have found out. It's a piece of software called Click and Play. Basically, it lets you invent and make your own games. It also lets you modify other games, such as Doom. It has a scanner thing where you can, like, take a photo of someone and scan it and actually put one of your friends in the game. So if you really, or one of the persons you don't like, if you don't like him, scan him, put him in the game, blow him up. Perfect. Bev will be ringing you all the goss on that next week, maybe the week after, but pretty soon. Anyway, I've run out of things to say this week, so me and Alfred are going to the gym, and we're going to work out. Are we going to go the back way? Yes, I think we are. And remember, I'm Muttlee. He's Alfred. Come on, son. Come on.
So.
You are now entering.
So.
Now, the next review you're about to see might seem slightly familiar to a few people. Not because Amos is reviewing it, because he's not, but because this game has been around before, but never like this. What am I talking about? Well, Mega Bomberman.
Finally, the little mad bomber has made his way into the Mega Drive, this time in Mega Bomberman. Now, you might be wondering what the difference between this version and previous versions is. And if you're not, I'm going to tell you why anyway. Beside the different sceneries and the fact that it's on the Mega Drive, not a lot has changed from the other versions.
The gameplay is still the same. Run around leaving bombs everywhere and try to blast your way past countless enemies and levels. In order to do this, the game leaves several helpful objects around, like roos, extra bombs so you can drop more than one at a time, speed blast length so that the flames go further when the bombs go off, and extra men. All these little goodies help make the toughest levels a little easier to cope with. But how hard are the levels?
They're tough. It basically drops you head first into the deep end of trouble, and you must figure your way out of the mess. Bomberman could be considered one of the best platform-thinking strategy games ever, combining a great arcade game with the art of strategic warfare.
The graphics and sprites are large and easy to follow and see, with the animation being really smooth. And the scenery graphics are well detailed and easy on the eyes without being boring. And the controls are fantastic. It's so easy that even Mel understood it.
Watch it, buddy. This game is incredibly addictive, not to mention incredibly challenging, even for the best game players around. Play it in 1-player or 2-player mode. It will take time to complete, so it's definitely worth its money. 86.
Well, what more can be said? Let's play. 83.
Stuff. Oh, mate, I like that word so much. In fact, I like it so much, I think I'll do the segment myself. Or with Mud is good too. Mud is good too. Cool. Mate, the 3DO Blaster. Stuff. The new 3DO Blaster from Creative.
For your PC.
Pretty cool, man. If you've got a PC, you just whack it in there. You've got a CD-ROM drive. Perfect. You just whack it in there, and it's just 3DO on your PC.
What sort of CD-ROM you got, Eds?
Oh, I don't know, some third-party CD. Just CD-ROM drive. Yep. Triple speed.
It's not a creative.
No.
It's not a specific creative. This works with only one creative CD-ROM drive. So if you've got that very one specific CD-ROM, only one CD-ROM drive, you can run this. No, you have to buy...
So my CD-ROM drive doesn't work?
No, you have to buy a specific CD-ROM drive.
How much are the CD-ROM drives, man?
Well, I don't know, but it must be a lot because they couldn't afford to send us one just to
kidding.
try it out for a few weeks.
That's big bucks, man.
Must be expensive.
Well, I mean, the 3D Blaster then, it's got to be cheap. What is it? Couple hundred?
No. It's more expensive all up than buying a normal 3DO. And you can't use
More
like the guns with this.
Oh, but
or
the guns
anything.
for Lethal Enforcement, man, and
for Mad Dog McCree.
man, you can't use those.
No.
And
No, you can play normal 3DO games. It is a normal 3DO, but you can't use any of the other
but you
equipment
can't
with
take it over your mate's house now, too, because it's in your PC.
That's right. So it's got to stay at home, works only off your computer screen. You've got to have a specific CD-ROM drive, and you can't use any accessories. But apart from that, it's still a 3DO.
Yeah, mate, that sounds really cool.
Yeah. Sure.
If you're playing Shining Force 2 and you're having trouble talking to Dr. Rhodes, then try this. Find the wooden plank, then go to the village of Ribble and stand next to the tree. Select the plank and instead of pressing your C button, press the A button to use it. This will open the shrine under the tree, and here you'll find the Achilles sword. Pick it up, go back to the doc, and he'll now talk to you. And if the doctor's the only one who's not talking to you, then you've definitely got problems.
We like to think of the Zone as a thinking person's program. However, we know we can't fool all of the people all of the time, but you can fool some of the people some of the time. And that's why we review strategy games like this one, Colonization.
Now, for those of you who fell in love with Civilization on the PC, then Colonization won't be far away from your fingertips. The long-awaited sequel is set to do wonders to the PC gamers out there.
As the name suggests, Colonization, Create a New Nation, is exactly what you do. This story of discovery is set in the 1400s when, I guess you could say, colony exploring was a pretty big pastime. And the empires of the day looked to own or run everything known to man. Your task is to play the colonist, ruler and diplomat, facing the new challenges and frustrations of the building of an independent nation.
Set up trade routes, forge friendships with natives, traders and other countries. Start out by choosing one of the European powers of the era, be it Spain, England, France or Holland, and use the wealth wisely to create your own power and riches. The gameplay of this entertaining strategy SimCity is addictive and challenging, without a hint of ever becoming boring.
The fact that you can see everything on the screen at once and in clear detail just helps this game along to becoming the perfect game for the thinking gamer. It looks great and it plays very well. And although the game begins slowly, as most of these kind of games do, the more you stick with it, the more enjoyable it becomes. I actually had to tear myself away from it just to tell you about it. It's that good. And if this is what the new simulation builder games are like, then converting the average arcader won't be any problem at all. 93.
The sounds aren't what I expected, but who wants loud, noisy sound effects when planning strategies and colonies anyway? Overall, this game is truly a great sequel, and hopefully we will see more games like these in the future. 91.
There's nothing better than when you're playing a game when you find a secret level. Now, we've got an absolute beauty for you. It's for Urban Strike. Here it goes. At the password screen, enter 9, N, H, L, G, B, W, 6, S, Y, and then L. And this will take you where no one's ever gone before.
So.
You are now entering.
He's where? Oh, well, of course. I mean, that's where I'd go to if I ran away from home. Cool. No, cool. I'll send somebody down right away. Yep, Mutt. Yeah, found him. He's at time zone. Cool. Amos, check this out, man. This is the hugest game in the whole world.
Oh, no, I can't, man. This is like Sega. I'm not supposed to.
Hard luck when you got to reload. Yeah, it's Sega. So what? Come and play it. You've reviewed Sega games before. This is the latest Sega game in the arcades, and it is called Virtual Cop. Don't shoot people like him because you lose lives, right?
The deal is pretty much to waste as many gangsters as you can while trying not to get killed yourself.
It's pretty much like Mad Dog McCree and Lethal Enforcement, which is on the Sega also. But as you can see, this is virtual reality, and it's huge.
The polygon graphics definitely look a lot better than like digitized images of cheesy actors on some of those other games around, let me tell you.
Yeah, well, who said? You can shoot windows like that. But
of different levels. It's $3 a pop. It's a huge game. In fact, I caught my mum down here the other day. She was playing and she reckons it's excellent.
Now, other weapons you can get, as well as the standard revolver, are shotguns, machine guns, and an automatically reloading gun. So you can really power up.
And you can continue as many times as you want if you've got the money.
And if you're good enough. It really is amazing. It's like being in a full-on action movie or something. What do you reckon, Mark?
I reckon I got a rifle. I'm going to kill everyone. This is huge. You'll notice there's no blood, so I wouldn't really call this a violent game. This has got the same Model 2 board as Virtual Fighters. It costs you $3 a pop, and it's exclusive to Time Zone. So I suggest you get down here straight away and check it out. But don't shoot any innocent people.
Otherwise you lose alive.
Yeah, otherwise you die. And what fun's that?
Not much at all, actually.
I don't know. I'm about to die in a minute. Got him. No.
Think of Animaniacs. Think of Katrina Roundtree. Guess what? This game doesn't have anything to do with that crazy bodacious babe from What's Up Doc, but it's still one of the craziest games around. So here's a few hints to get you around it. In Studio 1, when you're at the water stage, it's really important to jump onto the lights only when your boat is below you. If this is done right, it doesn't matter whether you jump or not, you won't end up as an anchor at the bottom of the sea. Another hint is to hit the elephant with a hammer to make him sink, but you've got to stay near your boat to make a quick getaway. When you're at the waterfall, jump all the way to the far right log and ride it all the way down to the bottom. Jump into the cave with a button and hit it with a hammer. Now jump onto the logs systematically until you get back to where the door is now opened. Jump into the room and make your way to the next section. Easy, hey? Now try doing it backwards.
We'd like to welcome him back from his recent holiday, and I understand he even did a few stand-up comedy gigs while he was gone. Here's Amos reviewing Pitfall. And the other guy's Tim.
From the platforming world of Sony for the Mega Drive, SNES, and the soon Mega CD, we have a game born from the Atari 2600 Classic with Pitfall Harry, and it too is called Pitfall. The story is roughly this. You, Harry Jr., must find and rescue your dad, Harry Sr., from the clutches of the evil spirits. Sound easy? Well, it ain't. This is definitely a platform game for the more experienced game player.
I'll say, and even the best of game players are going to find this game tough. You must work your way through over 10 levels, continually honing your skills at this well-controlled game, mastering the art of each of your different weapons, such as mystic bombs, boomerangs, rocks, and whips, and even getting the hang of bungee jumping. And just when you're nearing the end of a level and thinking you're home and hosed, there's end-of-level bosses that'll have you pulling your hair out piece by piece.
Speed, animation, graphics, this game has got the best of everything. And the game is so smooth, you'll be excused for thinking it's baby's butt. Wherever the main sprite moves, he goes with style, with more than one expression for the same circumstance. This is a must for an experienced platform freak, 88.
But wait, there's more. Hidden in the game itself is the original Atari 2600 game Pitfall Harry, and if you stay tuned to the zone, we'll show you how to get there. Overall, this game is cool, but be warned, it's catered only for platform grinders. 80.
Well, it's time to do the commercial break thing, but we'll be back, because it ain't over till the fat lady sings. Oh! Matt! Shut up, mate.
Shut up. Just shut up. Anyway, we have had heaps. I'm talking heaps of phone calls, letters, people have been writing in because a couple of weeks ago we showed you the behind the scenes of Donkey Kong Country. Well, because it's such a huge game. I mean, think about it. It's just the hugest game. I love it. My dad loves it. My mum loves it. My little sister loves it. All my family love it. And I've got a big family. But anyway, they love... Would you like to see the prototype board? That's all I'm going to say. Would you like to see the prototype board? Have a look at this. Huge. This is a prototype board. There's 8 chips on this, 4 meg each, which makes it a 32 meg game, the biggest game ever. This 32 megs allows us to do a variety of action and a variety of backgrounds. We have snow levels, jungle levels, the pyramid type levels, the cave level, the forest levels,
the industrial level, and underground factories, all kinds of bizarre places that you wouldn't expect to find on an island.
Yeah, it does. We've got a bunch of guys that call it goodies. These guys help you out. We got
Ramby, who's a rhinoceros who bashes through some walls, helps you find some hidden areas. We got Winky the frog. He's bad. He can jump on top of electronics.
Espresso either.
Yeah, we got Espresso. That's the ostrich, a flying ostrich with these little bitty wings and goes flapping along top of the screen. We have a lot of other special effects we do as well. On the snow level, we have 12 different layers of snow going back and forth. We have forest levels with parallax scrolls for dimension in the game.
How did this project get started?
Visited my friends at Rare. Rare's been working with Nintendo for a number of years, and Tim Stamper, the head creative person there, was telling me about an idea he had to make a game out of fully rendered characters.
Tim, I was just curious as to how you made them look so real.
Because we're based in Twycross, we have a zoo about 2 miles away.
Ah, you went to the zoo.
The zoo, yeah, and had a good look at the gorillas and the monkeys, and with video cameras, it was pretty funny.
Hey, big fella. Hey, there's Diddy. Diddy Donkey. Oh, get out of the way, Diddy. How's it feel to be a prototype, fellas?
Using advanced computers to produce a three-dimensional model that we can display on a computer screen.
So, what do you got to eat here? Well, today we got the cream of banana soup, the banana and peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, that was gross. But didn't that guy look like me? What do you mean he was better looking than I was?
Well, that's it for this week, but next week we'll have, well, I suppose you better watch next week. See ya, bye, I'm out here.
Hey, Ed!
Yeah?
Where are you going?
Oh, man, Renan, got to rearrange, I've got heaps of stuff to do, so I've got to go. Cool?
All right, mate.
Happy, Joe.